Hello and welcome to Weekly Kashmir University Video Digest Quest. First, a look at the highlights. Valedictory function of 70th General Orientation course organized by HRDC. EMMRC organizes a day-long workshop for teachers. Professor Nilofar Khan took over as Dean College Development Council. And we also have some important notifications of the university. Now the details with your host Nisha Zargar. The valedictory function of 70th General Orientation course, a 3-week course program for the teachers and lecturers of various colleges and universities organized by the Human Resource Development Center, University of Kashmir, was held at HRDC Auditorium. Dr. Tabassum, Deputy Director, HRDC, in her inaugural address said that higher education has attained a key position in the knowledge society under globalized economy. However, the challenges faced are immense.
Refresher course is a forum them to grow for these youngsters, because now the challenges are so many. It has changed all the educational scenario, or the teaching pedagogy, or what we say methodology, has changed altogether during these 10-20 years because of these globalization. It is not that the clientele before 10 years or before 20 years was totally different. Now it is different. So the challenges are very huge. One thing what we did, that under the able guidance of our worthy director, we engaged resource persons from judiciary, from academics, from media, from civil services, from so many things, because the group is so heterogeneous. The disciplines are so heterogeneous, but we tried our level best to tell them that whatever is relevant to all, you please make a presentation so that's relevant to all.
On this occasion, the guest of honor, Professor G.N. Khaki, Director CCAS, said that education sector has seen a host of reforms in recent years that could possibly transform the state into a knowledge heaven.
Important things that after having an assessment of the observations that were made by the learned participants here, the teachers from different colleges and the universities and the institutions, I found that we have an extraordinarily brilliant type of the qualifications, the exposure that our students had, our teachers had. Fortunately, unfortunately, we could not find time to have an exposure to our talent and to our brilliance and to our academics, to the rest of the people, rest of the communities, rest of the scholars and the students. Our students and the teachers, especially from Kashmir, I am always proud of them. Whenever we find time to go to some different institutions outside Kashmir, wherever you go, I have found Kashmiri students number one.
He further added that in order to boost the growth of higher education market, the focus needs to be on new education techniques such as e-learning and also on the efficient management of higher education in our colleges and universities.
Being a student of Islamic studies, I know that when Quran says, Hal yastabil basir alama, those who see with their eyes are not equal to those who don't see. Fas'alu ahla zikr in kuntum la ta'lamun. If you don't know, then ask the people who know something. Because at the end of the day, these two-fold type of information and two-fold type of achievements. One, for to promote your own career in the process of promotions, and number second, the experience that you had got need to be percolated down to the students the moment you are back to your own institutions. That is the best way of doing things.
Dean Social Sciences, Professor Naseem, in his address, stressed upon the need to emphasize on the quality of higher education and asked the teachers to update their academic competencies.
Every resource person is a resource person. He has some resource in him. If he is not extremely knowledgeable, if he is not an ocean of knowledge, but still he has an age. Even age is an experience. Age is the knowledge. Age is the treasure house of something what one should cherish, what we long for. So even if somebody with gray hair stands before you, an aged person, of course, not having a fountain of knowledge, brimming with fountain of knowledge before you, still I feel that everybody should prefer, because at least the man is aged. He has an experience at his back. That is the experience of 60 years, 65 years, 40 years. And definitely we should always try to catch the nectar of the experience, even if it is simply the age.
He said that the motive of this workshop was to provide the participants an opportunity to experience teaching learning pedagogy in different settings.
What we love is that you people, when you grow, still you are young, of course, you have a long career, still you have to learn a lot. You have to take a lot. You have to grab a lot from the people who are elder to you. Let me again tell you, never expect me a knowledgeable person. I cannot be the man of knowledge. He can't be, she can't be. None can be. Knowledge is not the domain of any human being. It is the domain of Allah only. So never say that this man has come, he is a resource person, and then he is the fountainhead of knowledge, and then, okay, ab main bar gaya uski baaton se. No. Knowledge is only with him, and only he can encompass the whole knowledge. We can have some information about this and that.
Some of the participants shared their experience from the workshop.
We really enjoyed it. It was really a great moment for us. It added new life to us. We were taken from the various cross-sections representing various institutions, and then we were brought here. Really, this was an energy providing revital, I would say, a revital and a great experience.
You had invited so many resource persons belonging to different fields, so the diversity was an add-on to this thing. I mean, I'm a student of engineering. I got a bit of law. I learned a bit of food technology. I learned a bit of media knowledge. So that was a plus point associated with.
I learned a lot, especially professors from history and arts. We had a ma'am from in Department of English. So it was so nice to hear why the subject of arts had come. And from the history, we had a great lecture study also.
Later, the center distributed certificates among the participants, while Gul Afroz, Assistant Professor, Central University of Kashmir, conducted the proceedings of the event and also proposed vote of thanks.
Thanks to the director of the course for conducting this program and involving us all in this academic exercise. My sincere thanks are due to Dr. Tabassum.
EMMRC, in collaboration with Human Resource Development Center, organized a one-day workshop for teachers of various colleges and universities. The day-long workshop was aimed to sensitize the participants towards development and utilization of e-resources. The workshop started with the screening of EMMRC's award-winning film Sekmol, The School for Norfolk, produced and directed by Dr. Shahid Rasool and Shafqat Habib. It was followed by the question-answer session.
You can, like in the school, whatever we have seen, they are providing this, like they want them to understand their soil. They want them to understand themselves and then get something out of it to the sustenance. So sustenance part, if they cover in the school, what else they want? No, why will they go for Oxford and Cambridge to have higher education and then other things?
Education basically is the overall development, personality development of a child. That is what school is doing. They help them to pass. Nobody stops them to go to Oxford. Nobody stops them to go to Harvard. If the child has the potential, he will pass his 10th. At the same time, he got some confidence. He will probably tomorrow explore a possibility of going to some best institution. I am not advocating that we should restrict our kids or we should educate a policy where the kids are not, in pursuit to go for higher education in the best institution in the world. No, that is not the case.
Every year, they collaborate with them and they send their students, they send their faculty to learn what is this concept all about, self-sustenance. And they pay money. Any volunteer who wants to know what is it like, he has to pay for this. It's the reverse sustainability. Here, if you hire any resource person, you have to pay him. But there, it's reverse. If anybody wants to come, he has to pay for it.
On this occasion, Dr. Shahid Rasool, Director EMMRC, gave a presentation on the topic Education in Digital Age, Indian Response and Initiatives, in which he stressed upon the teachers to reinvent their teaching pedagogy for making best use of information communication technology in classrooms.
India has a huge population of the youth. 40% population is aged between 13 to 35 years. That is the competency of India at this stage. India is facing problems in terms of equity, access to quality education and equitable distribution of knowledge resource in higher education. Institutions located in Delhi in metropolitan cities, institutions located in bigger cities, institutions located in the capital cities have at least some semblance of having the faculty, having the facilities, having the library, having the laboratory, having an environment while teaching and learning can take place. But then there are colleges in semi-urban areas, in rural areas, where you don't have the facilities available, where you don't have the good teachers available.
Dr. Shahid Rasool explained the various endeavours of CEC and media centres in promoting the use of TV and information communication technology in teaching and learning.
We try to sensitize people to use technology. We try to create some resources where students which are at a disadvantage, not having access to good teachers, will have at least some. I will not say that it will be fully transmitted knowledge, but at least they will have access to some sort of a knowledge. So this use of technology can be supplementary and complementary. It can be used in isolation or in combination. Now a teacher, when he goes to class, he can take inside the class a lecture from Amrita Sen, economics. Amrita Sen cannot go to every class, but if I am teaching economics and I want students to understand what Amrita Sen believes, I will take a program of Amrita Sen to the class. At least students can, watch it, and it can be followed by a discussion. There will be transmission of knowledge.
He stressed on taking knowledge to the doorsteps of students across the country, irrespective of their geographical location.
Some student somewhere in the village can go to the YouTube, see, Amrita Sen's lecture. Or maybe on television, if Amrita Sen's lecture is there, he can go and watch that. So alone he can make use of technology. But teacher in the class can make use of technology. A teacher can use technology to be relevant in his class, make it more, enriching experience for his students in the class. He can also extend his expertise to a student who is not in the class.
The day-long workshop was coordinated by Mr. Tariq Abdullah, producer EMMRC, who delivered a presentation on the production of ETVs and e-contents, during which he demonstrated some LORs and clips from ETV programs. Professor Nilofar Khan has taken over as the first Women Dean College Development Council of the University of Kashmir. While talking with Quest, Professor Khan said,
"As Dean College Development Council, it's a great responsibility, so I feel more responsible. And naturally, I know that, there are lots of expectations from me, from society as well as from the university. Inshallah, I'll try my best to give my best to this assignment, and also try to make a visible change for good, change that's good for our students. Being at the chair of DCDC, I'm not at all negative against private colleges, but at the same time, I do feel that our university has a great responsibility because they are affiliated to our university. We have to see that all the parameters are in place regarding providing quality education to our children, to the children of this state. As I said, I am not negative at all. I'll try to encourage the ones who are best. I'll give deterrence to those who have to improve. Inshallah, with cooperation of everyone, with cooperation from authorities of my university, cooperation from all, colleges, inshallah, you'll see that in our state, these academic institutions will come up, and they'll come up for good. As DSW, I have had, direct contact with the students. So I know what problems they face. Some of the private college students also used to come, from government colleges also. So I know where the problem is, and inshallah I'll try my best to solve their problems, and inshallah we'll do it, and we'll do it together.
We congratulate Professor Nilofar Khan on her new assignment. Now, some important notifications. All the eligible candidates who are shortlisted for interview for the posts of Assistant Director, Department of Physical Education, Assistant Professor, Self-Financing, Department of Education, and Assistant Professor, Education, Directorate of Distance Education, that their interviews shall be conducted on 17th and 20th of this month in the committee room of the Vice Chancellor's Secretariat, University of Kashmir at 10:30 a.m. All those aspirants are informed that the submission date for abstracts in SEEDS 2016, a national seminar on electronic devices, systems and information security, has been extended up to 15th of this month, which will be held on 18th and 19th March 2016 at the Department of Electronics and Instrumentation Technology, University of Kashmir. The PG entrance examinations shall be conducted in the main campus from 20th February 2016 onwards, and the date sheet shall be uploaded and notified soon. Students who have applied can download their admit cards and information regarding Center of Examination from 18th of February 2016 onwards. To know more about these, log on to our university website www.kashmiruniversity.ac.in or www.kashmiruniversity.net. With this, we come to the end of today's program. To watch all the episodes of Quest, log on to our website EMMRCKashmir.com. Send us your suggestions at our email address quest@emmrckashmir.com. Before signing off, here are a few words of wisdom. If we knew the meaning to everything that is happening to us, then there would be no meaning. That was all for today. See you in next episode. Till then, take good care of yourself. Khuda Hafiz.